Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jackie and today I am here to do my March TBR. So with the month of March, I'm going to have a very crazy reading month, reading month, and in my personal life. I started a part-time job in just a couple of days from when I am filming this video. I have mid-year exams also the same week as I start my part-time job. I also have spring break. It's gonna be a crazy month, and my TBR, I wouldn't say it's too ambitious, but it kind of is. And also, I forgot to mention this, I'm participating in a month-long readathon, which I have a separate TBR for. I'll link it on the screen. But with all that being said, I have 5 books to talk about today before I talk about our TBR Jar Pick for the month of March. So let's jump right in and get started. So the first book I have for the month of March is the book I am currently reading, and that is Ever the Brave by Erin Cinderell. This is the second book in the A Clash of Kingdoms duology. The first book was Ever the Hunted, which I read last January, and I really enjoyed. This is a YA fantasy series that follows our main character Britta, who at the beginning of the first novel has just lost her father very unexpectedly. We are led to believe that he has been poisoned, and throughout the entire first novel she is trying to figure out why this happened, who killed her father, and so on. And everything is not as it seems. She was led to believe it was her former lover, but it might not have been. I'm gonna give it away too much. The second book takes place a few months after the events of the first book, and I am on page 270, and so far so good. I had completely forgotten like 75% of what had happened in the first book, but now I'm a little bit farther into it. I am starting to remember the events of the first book, so that's good. So that's what I am currently reading. The next one that I have to talk about is the library book that I will be reading this month, and that is Tales from the Shadowhunter Academy by Cassandra Clare, Sarah Reese Brown, Maureen Johnson, and Robin Wasserman. This is a collection of novellas that follows the events of the Mortal Instruments series. I finished that series last month, and now I am ready to read this before, I believe you have to read this before you read Lady Midnight, if I am correct. And this follows the character of Simon as he goes to the Shadowhunter Academy. So definitely interesting. I did really enjoy Simon as a character in the Mortal Instruments, so I'm definitely very interested to see his experiences in the Shadowhunter Academy. The next one will be my review book of the month, and that is Wings of the Wind by Colleen Cassette. This one I got for review just over a year ago now from Bethany House Publishing. I work with them a lot on my blog, and this is biblical fiction, which is something I've never read before, and it's definitely interesting. So, again, I'd never read the biblical fiction book before, and I really don't know anything else about it. It is the third book in the series, which I didn't know before I got it in the mail, so I might have to see if I have to read the first 2 books for reading this, so I don't know yet. The next one is Binge by Tyler Oakley. This is Tyler Oakley, who is a YouTuber. I'm sure most of you guys have heard of him. He's one of my favorite YouTubers. This is his autobiography. I actually started this a couple of years ago. I still have the little page marker where I left off. I got to page 66 and then I put it down because I think I was going to reread Harry Potter at the time. But I think it'll be really interesting. I'm kind of on a non-fiction kick right now, so I'm really interested to see. I'm probably going to have to start from the beginning because I forgot a lot of what happened. But yes, and I love this cover, by the way. Look at this cover. And the last book I have to talk about before I get into my TBR Jar Pick is going to be a reread. This is also my TBR from last month, and that is Acorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. This is book 1 in the Acorns and Roses trilogy, which is one of my favorite series of all time. I read this first book last April, loved it, and now that I have read all 3 books that are currently out, I want to reread the series so I can get prepared for book number 4, which comes out in May. And this is a new adult high fantasy series that follows our main character Feyre, who at the beginning of the first book is out hunting when she kills a wolf, and she really doesn't think anything of it, and then later that night a beast-like creature, which was a fae, arrives at her doorstep, says, hey, that wolf you killed wasn't actually a wolf, it was a fae. Now you have to come to the Fae Kingdom and pay for your crimes, pretty much, and mayhem ensues from there. It's a fantastic series. You guys either love or hate this series. A lot of people don't like it, but I personally really, really like it. So I am very excited to reread this book. So now we are going to get into my TBR jar pick. So I'm going to go ahead and shake this up, and there is coins in the bottom of this, which I didn't realize before going in, so just ignore that. Alright. So the TBR jar pick I will be reading this month is, oh wait, another review book. So the book I have chosen is Heart Online by Karen Whitmire. So that book is right here. So this is another book I got from Bethany House Publishing around the same time as I got Wings on the Wind. And this is a Western book. It's historical romance, and that's all I know about it, so definitely interesting. This isn't something I typically pick up, but I'm always open for trying new things. So that is my TBR jar pick for this month. And that is all I'm going to have for this video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to give a big thumbs up and subscribe if you have not already. I'll be sure to have links to all the books mentioned in this video linked down below if you guys are interested in checking them out, along with all my social media links. And with all that being said, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you soon for another video. Thanks for watching. Bye!